I feel very privileged that I have been selected to participate in this teaching video, teaching from masters, let me put it that way. You know, the two factors which an interventional cardiologist dislikes seriously while deploying a stent is inadequate apposition and inadequate expansion. Whereas inadequate apposition is very often forgiving, inadequate expansion is not. And therefore, it is a rule that when you cannot dilate the lesion fully, you should strictly avoid deploying a stent. Unfortunately, in many times in clinical scenario, unexpectedly, you come across a lesion which you thought was a routine lesion and you try to dilate it and you realize to your horror that it is not opening fully. In the temptation to open, you keep on increasing the pressure, and now what? 11, 12, 13, 14, and the dog moaning starts. The balloon comes not only in contact with the lesion, but also it comes in contact with the artery beyond the lesion, which is relatively normal. And now here the expansion of balloon makes the contact with the arterial wall so intimate. And as per the Laplace's law, the force or the wall tension is proportionate to the radius into the pressure. The radius starts expanding, the pressure also starts expanding, the wall tension expanding, and the balloon which is in contact with the arterial wall exposes the artery to a very high pressure and trauma. What results? What results is an ugly dissection both proximally and distally to the lesion, if not perforation. Now, the situation is very complex. Why? Now you are even reluctant to use a rotablation, which is considered as a gold standard of treatment, because rotablation in a badly dissected artery can increase the risk of perforation too. What have you got now? So far as on till today, we used to try cutting balloon or angiosculp, scoring balloon, but they are difficult devices to deliver. And not only that, when the high pressure balloon has not worked, the success rate of a cutting balloon adds very little to it. Therefore, you are left with no choice. You wish that you had a balloon which does not expand, does not dog bone, and yet can give you a very high pressure was in your lab. Today you have one, because somehow or other these kind of balloons are now made available in our treatment, let me say in our armamentarium, which we can use it. A balloon which does not expand with rise in pressure or marginally, let's say it's extremely non-compliant, and then exercises the pressure adequately in the lesion area to the tune of 25, 30, 35, even 40, will increase the success rate to open the artery fully. This is what you want before you deploy the stent. So this is what is now being made available. On top of it, the balloon, if has a very good crossing profile, as good as the average balloon, let's say 0.016 inches, then I think it is still more user friendly, easy to deliver, and will be able to achieve the goal that you have set in your mind. And the point is that once the lesion is fully expanded, you are very comfortable to deploy the stent. Look at the other scenario. You have come across an in-stent restenosis, or somebody who sends the patient in home, the stent is not fully expanded. In 3, 4, 5 months time, he comes with a significant restenosis causing flow limitation as well as the symptoms. What are you going to do now? Here, I think there is a reservation about using a rotablation, and I know there are cases reported with the use of rotablation too, but I think there is reservation. And then one more thing. In case if the proximal artery is very tortuous, or is the lesion as an angulation, then you will be reluctant to use rotablation also. I would be, surely, because I am not very sure whether I will be able to deliver burr there or not. And apart from this, the learning curve, you know very well, for the rotablation is stiff. We want the procedure to be made completely simple, and the device that you use should be user friendly. I think the availability of a double layered balloon, which is very easy to cross, be very easy to use, is user friendly, and will be able to deliver the high pressure which you need in some situation was the need of the day, and which I think is being fulfilled. I would say that this, I think, is a very good addition in the management of a non-compliant, highly resistant fibrotic calcified lesion for those especially who are comparatively reluctant to use rotablation. Thank you.